From the front of a busy downtown shopping mall, the unmistakable sound of Christmas bells is a sure sign the holidays are in full swing. A message of giving all wrapped up in a tiny gold bell, the tune dancing around city streets, reminding us to think not just of family and friends, but those without a lot as well. And perhaps the most visible sign of those in need are found on downtown streets, asking for a few pennies or a few dollars to make ends meet.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
And while the goal of getting everyone off the streets is a long way off, progress has been made over the last year and a half. The Greater Victoria Coalition to End Homelessness says more than 435 housing units have been created and more than 500 people have been housed. But it's still a struggle for people like Scott Morris, who is spending his nights on a mat at the new Rock Bay Landing. The Alberta native says he has a full-time job, 3 kids, and pays child support, which doesn't leave enough to put a roof over his own head.
It's a choice. With me, it's easy. It's like, is it better me or better my kids?
Rock Bay Landing recently celebrated its 1-year anniversary, and every night about 150 people sleep here, on mats, shelter beds, or in transitional housing. And since the building opened last November, 97 people have moved out and into their own home. Scott is hoping to do the same.
It's okay for status quo, but it's not my end goal. No, absolutely not.
When Rock Bay opened last year, it took over from the old StreetLink shelter on Store Street, which had a reputation for being somewhat of a scary place, something that Rock Bay has been able to overcome.
A lot of our clients encounter a lot of stigma in their daily lives, sitting on street corners, picking up bottles and such, and coming to an environment has natural light, has high ceilings, is clean and safe, can just bring a lot of dignity to them.
Some of them will be 1 bedroom, some of them will be more bachelor style.
And today, this is what the old StreetLink looks like, undergoing a major facelift. And when it reopens with more staff and with a new name, Swift House, the hope is it will also have a new image.
We have resident support workers on staff. In this building, it will become 24/7 staffed once the renos are complete. And essentially, those staff are there to help the residents adjust to their environment, manage conflict with their neighbors.
When StreetLink opened 20 years ago, it was designed for about 55 people, but usually about 80 stayed the night. Now, when the renovations are complete, 49 people will sleep here, but they'll be able to call this place home.
What we try to do in our housing program is to give people as stable an environment as possible so that they can stabilize themselves and begin to deal with some of the issues they may be facing.
And because they're able to stay as long as they need, Monroe says the likelihood of overcoming those issues are much better. And it won't be long before the first residents will move in. The doors are expected to open in early March. In Victoria, I'm Nikki Ewanyshyn for The Daily.